Do you want to save money on your everyday expenses? Welcome to the world of smart spending, where every penny counts. This isn't about cutting corners or living on a shoestring budget, it's about making your money work for you. Believe it or not, even the most habitual spenders can stash away a pretty penny with the right strategies. So, whether you're a student, a professional, or a retiree, there's always room to save. Stick around and you'll discover simple yet effective ways to save money on your everyday expenses. So, where do we start? The answer is with your everyday expenses. The first step in saving money is to get a clear picture of where your money goes. You might be surprised to find out how much that daily coffee or takeout meal is costing you over the course of a month. Start by tracking all of your expenses for a few weeks. Write down every single purchase, no matter how small. This will give you a realistic view of your spending habits. Once you have a clear picture of your spending, it's time to move on to step 2. Setting realistic savings goals. Maybe you want to save for a vacation, a new car, or just build up an emergency fund. Whatever your goal, make sure it's specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, instead of saying, "I want to save money," say, "I want to save $200 a month for the next year to put towards a new car." Remember, knowing where your money goes and having clear goals is the foundation of effective saving. Now that you're tracking your spending and have set goals, let's move on to the next steps. Step 3 is all about trimming the fat. This doesn't mean you have to give up everything you love, but rather identify and cut back on non-essential expenses. Let's say you've developed a little habit of eating out 3 times a week. If you cut that back to once a week, you could be saving a substantial amount each month. Or maybe you've subscribed to several streaming services. Do you really need all of them? Probably not. Pick your favorite and cut the rest. You'd be surprised how much you can save by making these small changes. Now, on to step 4, looking for cheaper alternatives. This is where your creativity comes into play. For example, have you ever thought about how much you could save by switching from that expensive gym membership to home workouts? Or what about swapping your daily coffee shop visit for home-brewed coffee? These changes might seem insignificant, but when you add them up over a year, you'll see the difference. Remember, every little bit counts. Even the smallest changes can make a big difference in your savings. By cutting back and choosing cheaper alternatives, you're well on your way to reaching your savings goals. Saving money on everyday expenses isn't as daunting as it might seem, is it? We've journeyed through the simple yet effective steps to make this happen. Remember, it all begins with tracking your expenses, understanding where your money goes. This awareness is the first step to financial wisdom. Next, we discussed the importance of setting savings goals. Having a target gives you a sense of direction and keeps you motivated. Then we touched on the need to cut back on unnecessary expenses. It might be your daily latte or that online subscription you barely use. Small changes can add up to big savings. Lastly, we explored finding cheaper alternatives. This doesn't mean compromising on quality, but being smart about your choices. From generic brands to secondhand shops, the possibilities are endless. These steps can significantly impact your savings, turning financial stress into financial freedom. Now it's your turn to implement these steps and start saving. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful and share it with others who might benefit from these tips. Happy saving!